So, since you're the one that actually told me all this stuff in class, I feel a little weird teaching you, so I just thought I'd say some things that I thought were really cool about the Elizabethan theater era. So I thought it was kind of ironic that at the time they had the university wits, so like Kid and Marlowe, and they went to school, and they were educated, and they were writing all these plays, and then you have Shakespeare, who wasn't a university wit, who ended up being probably the most famous playwright of this time. And I think it's cool that he wasn't just a playwright, that he was an actor too, and that he, managed and did things like that. But one of the things that I love about this time period is the language and the way that it was written, and I think that's part of the reason why a lot of these plays, especially Shakespeare's, are still performed today. You just kind of get lost in the language, and it's really beautiful to listen to. And not only that, but the stories are really interesting. And I think part of what makes them interesting is that before this, in the medieval theater era, they had all these set rules that you had to follow for your plays, like the unities, so time, place, those things. And they didn't really do that in this time period. They kind of just went all over the place. So and it would take place over many days, and you would show violence on stage and a lot of things that you wouldn't do before. And I think that's makes it intriguing to watch. It's not just boring. And that, the people that were watching the show actually had a lot of control over what happened on the stage, and they could interact with the audience, which is really interesting because now, you have the fourth wall, and you can't really do that a lot. Well, you can, but it doesn't happen often. Anyway, so those are some of the things I found interesting.